Bouncing back to some of these behavior questions. So somebody wanted to know, or they said, changes in routine often cause anxiety in our children. So they said that they can use visual aids to help prepare their child for known changes that are upcoming. But how can we prepare our children to handle the frustration and anxiety of something that's unanticipated in their routine, so, such as missing the bus, for example?
Wonderful question. Um, so I love that you're using the strategies already. So you're using visual schedules to help your child be successful. And actually, in order to help children tolerate change related to schedules, often getting that visual schedule in place is your biggest ally. And also social stories, if you haven't implemented those with your child for potentially more significant or large upcoming changes to prepare them for, such as going on a special trip, or if school's going to be out, or so they know when these major changes are going to happen. I would start by working with small changes that you are deliberately implementing. So often one thing that kind of backfires is that when things change unexpectedly, they also change unexpectedly for us. And so in that moment, it can be hard to manage because we're trying to handle the change and our child is trying to handle the change. And, so for example, if you miss the bus, you're now trying to get your child into the car and you can't help coach your child through that moment. So I would recommend introducing a change deliberately into the schedule where you are going to be able to manage it. So if you have, say, a weekend schedule and you lay that out, if you are using a visual schedule that has like little cards, there is one, I think, on Boardmaker, if you're working with a speech therapist who uses that program that has nice visuals on it. But introducing something called an oops card into the schedule and showing them that oops card when something doesn't go their way, helping them calm in the moment, putting the oops card in the schedule, and then resuming the schedule. And so essentially what we're teaching them is that things might change, but we're going to get right back on track. And so if we only wait when those things happen, when we're also not expecting it, again, we don't always have the energy and the time to really focus ourselves through that, much less manage. So I would actually deliberately introduce minor changes into the routine, start working on those.